5 effective reading habits to improve your learning ability. If you're someone who loves learning but struggles to stay consistent or retain what you read, then
this video will discuss 10 powerful reading habits that can transform your learning ability
and boost your academic performance, saving you a lot of time and effort. If you are new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Habit number 1. Set clear goals. Before you even start reading, ask yourself, why am I reading this? Having a clear goal sets the tone for how you will approach the material. If your purpose is to understand a concept, you will want to read deeply, analyze, and reflect. On the other hand, if you are skimming for general ideas, your approach will be much lighter. Setting goals also makes you more focused. For instance, instead of passively reading a textbook, you could say, by the end of this chapter, I will be able to understand the process of photosynthesis and be able to explain it in my own words. Goals like this will keep you from zoning out and help you measure your progress. Tips to help you: write your goals on a sticky note or your reading planner and glance at them before you begin. Trust me, it works wonders in aligning your focus. Number 2. Active reading. When it comes to reading, don't be passive. Active reading transforms the way you absorb and engage with information. Highlight key sentences, jot down questions as you read, and make connections to things you already know. Active reading is all about interaction. Instead of just absorbing the words on a page, respond to them. For example, underline an important fact and in the margins, write why it's important. Circle difficult terms and look them up later. Ask questions like, how does this apply to me? How does this apply to my life? Or what is the author trying to say here? One effective technique is called SQ3R, which stands for survey, question, read, recite, and review. Before diving into the material, skim through headings and summaries to get a big picture. Then, question the content as you go along. This makes your brain work harder and increase retention. Remember, when you actively engage with what you read, your brain treats it as important, which makes it more likely to stick long term. Number 3. Schedule reading time. Do you often say you don't have time to read? You are not alone, but here is the tip. Schedule your reading time like any other important task. Treat it as non-negotiable. You can block out 30 minutes every morning to read. Morning sessions are great because your brain is fresh. But if you're a night owl, evenings work too. The key is consistency. Over time, this habit will become second nature. Another advantage of scheduling is that it removes decision fatigue. You don't waste energy deciding what to read. Plus, having a set time means fewer distractions. You are not tempted to scroll on your phone or do something else. Don't forget to choose a calm, distraction-free environment. Maybe a cozy corner in your house or a quiet coffee shop. Creating this ritual helps train your mind to associate that time and place with focus. Even if you start with just 10 minutes a day, the benefit will amaze you. 4. Break down complex materials. Complex topics can feel overwhelming, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable pieces makes all the difference. This habit is particularly useful for dense textbooks or technical materials. Start by surveying the content. Look at headings, subheadings, and summaries. Identify sections that can seem tough and divide them into smaller parts. For example, instead of tackling a 50-page chapter in one sitting, split it into 5 or 10-page chunks. Also, focus on understanding one concept at a time. If you are reading about the water cycle, for instance, don't try to memorize everything at once. Focus on understanding evaporation first, then condensation, and so on. Another great tool is mind mapping. Draw out key points and connect them visually. This helps simplify even the most daunting topics. And remember, it's okay to reread or take breaks when needed. Learning is not a race. 5. Review what you read. Reading isn't enough. You need to review to make it stick. The act of recalling what you've read strengthens your memory. Think of it this way. The more you practice retrieving information, the easier it becomes to access later. After finishing a textbook or a chapter, take a few minutes to summarize the key points. This can be as simple as writing down 3 takeaways or speaking them out loudly. Teaching the material to someone else, even imaginary, is one of the best ways to ensure you've truly understood it. You can also use spaced repetition. Review your notes or summaries a day after reading, then a week later, and so on. This technique reinforces learning and prevents forgetting. Finally, keep a reading journal. Jot down insights, reflections, and even questions for future research. Over time, you will build a treasure trove of knowledge you can always revisit. There you have it. 5 habits that can transform how you read and learn. Which one are you most excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comment below. I would love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tips and tricks to level up your learning game. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.